Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Flow Show filter. The Flow Show no filter. New time, 8:30 a.m. And I'm feeling good, y'all. I like the new time. It helps out when you got all kind of stuff going on. I missed y'all this weekend. Got a few announcements today. And we're gonna get into Diddy's new trifling accusation and allegation that just came in Friday, basically. Also, later on in the show, I want to talk about Chris Brown's new felony charges and what that means for Chris Brown. And I will take some questions and answers. Another announcement, y'all. Angie has become lazy and she buys hers pre-rolled now. So I just want to make sure everybody's aware that Angie has become lazy and she buys hers pre-rolled now. Major, major, major announcement. Uh yeah, and that was to everybody make sure you mark that down in your notes in your phone. I repeat, Angie has become lazy and buys hers pre-rolled. You're not by yourself, Angie. Uh Also, y'all, before we get into that, I am a Superman fanatic. I've been a Superman fanatic ever since I was a little itty bitty kid. I can't even say itty bitty no more. Diddy has wrecked the English language, the slang. Everything reminds me of him. I can't even say itty bitty no more without thinking of a Tootsie Roll. So anyway, I was a huge I've been a huge Superman fan my whole life, all the way from the very first Superman till now. So went to see Superman last night. Y'all, if even if you're a fan of Superman or if you're not a big fan of Superman, you will love this movie. I was just going because I'm a Superman fan. I had a feeling it would be pretty good. The movie was better, even better than I expected to be. And to give you an idea how good it was, Shauna never even watched Superman before. She never seen any of the movies. Matter of fact, we about to go back and watch the old ones now. But she loved the movie. She didn't even never seen Superman movies before. Superman movie. I'm not gonna tell the movie. I don't want to spoil it for y'all. But I'll just say this. I didn't know, did Superman always have a dog? Because they introduced a dog in this movie and it really helped. It gave it a whole different element. Had a dog with the Superman cape and it was like helping Superman. But the dog was like a regular dog, just like any of our pets. It didn't listen. It was always excited. It was jumping on everybody. It always wanted to play. And it had that little bad type of dog feel that a lot of, like, our dog is. We love our dog Juice, but he can be bad sometimes and over anxious and excited. And the dog name was Crypto. So I don't know if I missed that. If y'all let me know in the chat, if did Superman always have a dog? And I didn't know that because some people really go back even through the comic books and read into it and know. And I'm like, well, maybe Superman had a dog and I didn't know about it. But that dog element really added something to it. Plus, it was a few other things that just made it an awesome movie. But definitely 2 thumbs up. If you're looking for a good movie to go with your person, your fiance, your husband, your wife, your family, your kid, you're spending some time with the kids this week or weekend or whatever, go see Superman. You won't be disappointed at all. I love the movie. Um, can't wait for it to come out on one of these apps so I can watch the shit out of it. Um, Yeah, so that's my movie review. Superman was awesome. Now, we got to get into some of this crap. Diddy got another crazy ass nasty lawsuit, and we got to talk about that. But I had to let y'all know about Superman. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go check that out. Good morning to the Flow crew. The Breakfast Crew has now turned has a new name. Well, an AKA the Wake and Bake Crew, because apparently a lot of the morning crew likes to partake in some Snoop Dogg activities. Um, I don't know how that happened, but I've learned through my fan mail and all of that I do have a huge Snoop Dogg medical pharmaceutical community, which is good. And y'all know what? I've had a couple like Snoop Dogg type of sponsors reach out. So since I've learned that we have a community of people who love to wake and bake, I think I'm gonna talk to a few of those sponsors and see what they're talking about. Because one thing about those sponsors, they will allow me to continue to do whatever I want to do, so I would never have to worry about that, and it might be beneficial to the community. So I will definitely. I've had like three of them, like reach out, three different little companies. I'm gonna give them a call back. See if I can get the hookup for us. The Wake and Bake Crew plus Flow. Yes, 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 yes. The Wake and Bake Crew. Everybody, if you wake and bake, you can feel comfortable that this is a community of wake and bakers. So don't be shy. Go on and get high. That'll be our slogan for the Wake and Bake Crew, and for anybody that wants to be a part of it. Don't be shy. Go on and get high. With the Flow Show, no filter. We don't give a fuck. We don't judge shit. Put it in the era right now. Cause shoot, some of this stuff you gotta put it in the air just to get through some of this stuff. So I ain't mad at none of y'all. Do y'all thing. Look at Lord said Flow's Wake and Bake Crew. Okay, okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So don't be shy, guys. Like we say, don't be shy going to get high. But let's get into this nasty crap. Go on, hope y'all have already started. We're gonna get right into it. If you still rolling, you gotta get go on and get it out the way. You should have got the pre-roll like Angie. Then you won't even have to be rolling. You'll be already ready to go. You'll be already sparked, flamed, and in mode. So this new accusation from Diddy. And remember, y'all, Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. is our new start time. I actually like this new start time. It's kind of more convenient for the people around me as well. So, and some of my community people saying they're getting an extra hour of sleep. That's always a good thing. So anyway, Monday through Friday, Flow Show No Filter, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This new itty bitty Diddy Mohawk sticky note slippery Diddy assault, or should I say it's nasty, and it involves Biggie Smalls' son. It involves Biggie Smalls' son, CJ. Now, what the article says is Biggie's son, CJ, is being sued because he allegedly drove someone to see Diddy, and then Diddy, within this visit, stuffed his meat in the guy's mouth. Now, the meat was itty bitty, but it's still a case. I don't care if your meat is itty bitty, you still can't just be shoving it in people's mouth, even though it's tiny. So, this comes from hip hop via TMZ, but it's from a hip hop publication. Says the person accusing Diddy This is the same person that accused Diddy of throwing semen-filled garments at him. If you remember, they said Diddy tossed, this guy said Diddy tossed semen-filled garments in a Notorious B.I.G. shirt at him or on him. And now he's also claiming Puff had a notable accomplice acting as a henchman during the essay, which was Biggie's son. Now, I'm sure Biggie is rolling over his grave. A lot of people think Diddy didn't treat Biggie right, especially in his last few months, by even having Biggie out in LA with no security. I don't know if y'all really dove into that situation, but Diddy, they were in the middle of an East Coast, West Coast beef. Tupac had just died, and Biggie had a 21-year-old Biggie or something, about 21, somewhere around there, 22 years old. He was very young. And Diddy had him running around with no security, with just him and his friends, knowing that there was a huge target on his back. Next thing we know, Biggie's dead. And then after that, Diddy changed some contracts and screwed Biggie, which was also screwed Biggie's mom, the beautiful Valletta Wallace, screwed them out of money. And just shady across the board. So then according to this allegation, you take a Biggie Small shirt, pleasure yourself in it, throw it at somebody, and then now you use Biggie Small's son, allegedly, to help you commit sexual ASSAULT. Man, the devil. Diddy might tell the devil, hold my beer. Diddy might be more devilish than the actual devil. He might actually be the devil. I don't know. But if this is true, to have Biggie's son being a part of your crazy lewd ass acts is trifling. And we already know Diddy's freaky, trifling, demonic sexual ways have no bounds. We already know that. But every time we get a new accusation, we learn more and more. And I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna say some of these people can't be lying because it's hundreds and hundreds of accusations. But I am gonna say this. Everybody ain't lying. You know what I mean? Everybody is not lying. Let me be clear. I don't give a damn. There's no such thing. You got hundreds of allegations. Even if 20 of them or 10 of them are true, they all nasty and they all are embarrassing to me. And I can't wait till the sentencing comes up, y'all. Can y'all? Yep. Look at S&M says, I believe it. Remember Jonathan Hay? He spoke on Diddy's relationship with CJ. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, it gotta be. Ain't no hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people lying. It's just not possible. Some of these people, a lot of these people, most of these people, whatever the numbers is, people telling the truth. Some of these people. And the number is so high, it's just embarrassing. I mean, it's past embarrassing, but I'm embarrassed for him. To have all this nasty stuff come out, you using people's sons and garments. You just running around being an ignorant bitch. Light another one up. If you light another one up to this. You're gonna need two for this one. For this coverage of itty bitty Diddy. He just been shooting his Tootsie Roll all over. Diddy's itty bitty Tootsie Roll ran amok on society for quite some time, and I'm glad, if anything, the recent developments with the case and the trial, it has slowed down That little fucker. For real. So according to the complaint filed during the 4th of July holiday, John Doe claims Biggie's son was among a group of men who lured him to a Revolt TV location in 2020. This ain't even an old 2020 Combs Corporation vehicle, where he says he was then ambushed and led to another room where Diddy was waiting. So according to this, Diddy sat back, had his eyes on this guy, told his son I'm not told his son, but told Biggie's son to lead this guy. He had his nasty ass, beady eyes on some dude, and he had CJ and a group of men lead them to a Revolt TV location. This was in 2020. And then they ambushed the guy. And by ambush, I mean held him down, and Diddy pulled his little meat out and put it in dude's mouth, allegedly. Diddy was waiting there like a fucking pervert while they brought the guy in, allegedly, according to this. As John Doe's head was held by others, he claims Diddy attempted to stuff his Tootsie Roll in his mouth, all the while screaming at him that his days of working for Bad Boy were over as punishment for clashing early. So not only is he getting Diddy's thing stuffed in his mouth, he also getting fired for an argument they had. What type of shit? What's wrong with just, back in the day, they just gave you a pink slip. Or they would just give you a pink slip, or they would just call you on the phone, call you in the office, and just notify you that you're fired. Diddy can't just do that. He got to stuff his thing in your mouth. Why are you getting fired? Because of an argument. Weird behavior. So John Doe believes that the team snapped a photo of the event as humiliating evidence and says when he was able to escape back to the vehicle's location, CJ, Biggie's son, and another entrepreneur named Willie Mack. I don't trust that name. Would y'all trust somebody named Willie Mack? I wouldn't. If you had somebody come into your house to look at maybe some work being done, and their name was Willie Mack, would you let them come by and you there by yourself? Let me know in the chat. So Willie Mack and CJ and a couple other individuals did this. They said no to Willie Mack. Yeah, I ain't fucking with Willie Mack. Willie Mack. Okay, so he claims Willie Mack was with him, apparently. He claims he was forced to ride home and taste. This is nasty. What the fuck, y'all? I gotta read this. He claims he was forced to ride home with the taste of Diddy's balls. And this is the fucking article. I ain't like adding no words. He claims he was forced to ride home with the taste of Diddy's balls still lingering in his jaws. And it was a traumatic experience. Yeah, that sounds pretty traumatic to me. Riding home with Diddy's balls in your mouth, the taste of Diddy's balls. And this is in the lawsuit. Thank you for the super chat, Cindy Stewart. I did a lot of eating over the weekend. I could use it. $4.99 is gonna hit. After this weekend I had going everywhere eating, this $4.99 is about to hit my pockets like a ton of fucking bricks. Thank you, Cindy Stewart. You must have read my mind. You must have said Flo kind of overspent over the weekend on eating out, and he could use a little help. Thank you, Cindy Stewart, for reading my mind. Because that $4.99 is right on time. Thank you for the super chat. Let's continue. And anybody else, if you want to super chat or send a super sticker or something, I won't be mad. But anyway, this is Diddy is the nastiest celebrity we've ever had at this point. Put a one in the chat if Diddy is the nastiest celebrity right now. With the nastiest law. Like, I don't even like reading some of this shit. But I must, because this is the Flow Show No Filter, and we don't give a fuck. If your ears, if you can't stand some of this, then get your little virgin ears up out of this chat and off and keep scrolling. Because this is No Filter for a reason. I don't even like reading some of this shit. But you can't be a No Filter show and scared to say some nasty shit. So let's continue. The lawsuit claims the abuse peaked a few days earlier with the Biggie t-shirt tossing incident and another sit-down meeting where Diddy allegedly told John Doe out of the blue that he was going to F the crap out of him and then unexpectedly groped his genital. What? John Doe, I feel you. John Doe, we don't victim blame on this show, but we will victim ask. Why did you let him do this? I would have, it's so many times in here that I would have punched the shit out of Diddy. And like I always say, it would have been itty bitty pieces of itty bitty Diddy, itty bitty pieces all over the place. How do they let him, why did you let him unexpectedly grope your genitals, bro? Don't let nobody do that. If they grope your genitals and they ain't supposed to, you got to do something. I'm crashing out about my genitals being groped. That's just me. And I ain't blaming. Dude might have been scared. Who knows the situation? It's just hard for me to read these stories and not be thinking to myself, at this point, I would have crashed out on Diddy's old ignorant ass. But let me say this. I always say one thing about Diddy, he knows who to choose. He knows who to fool around with this mess. So that's part of it too. He must have known that the guy was like a type of guy that's not going to do nothing. So Diddy does all this nasty, inappropriate bull crap. Let's continue. He claims CJ Mack and the others had promised more business opportunities as restitution for his issues with Diddy, but it all turned out to be a ruse to get him great. So the same old fraud, coercion, all the crap that the jury didn't see. I'm still mad about that jury, y'all. I'm sorry. I know it's a dead horse, and we don't like to beat dead horses. The horse is dead already, but I'm still mad at that jury. How the hell could you not see when force, coercion, all that was so plain as day? How could you not see any acts of RICO? That jury is pathetic. Bought and paid for, perhaps, I don't know. But I've seen a lot of my community say that. And I don't doubt it. But then also, if they're not bought and paid for, just fucking dumb. We just got some dumbasses on the jury this time for some reason. And I've always gave New York a lot of credit for like being smart and having a lot of smart people. Well, where the fuck was they at when it was time to be a juror? Don't let me get started. Today's episode ain't about the trifling ass, stupid, incompetent, annoying jury. So I ain't gonna harp on them. But fuck that jury. Let's continue. They were promising money, fame, and wealth, and all the stuff that go with it. All you need to do, this is Diddy's famous thing. You can be the richest man in the world. You just need to allow me to violate you and stuff my Tootsie Roll in your mouth, and all will be fine. But of course, only thing the guy got was the taste of Diddy's balls. According to him, that's not my words. This is the lawsuit. So don't put them words on me. My mouth could be a little foul at times, but this is the lawsuit's words. Diddy's balls in mouth. Um, he didn't get no opportunities. It was all a lie. It was all made up to get him to, do the do. So as a result of all this nastiness, this nonstop nastiness, John Doe is pursuing damages from CJ, Biggie's son, which, damn, come on, CJ. Your dad wouldn't be proud of this, and neither would your grandma, Valletta Wallace. He's suing CJ and the other defendants and Diddy and everybody involved. Diddy's legal team tells TMZ Mr. Combs' trial and acquittal on trafficking and RICO charges proves that what we have been saying all along. Mr. Combs never essayed or trafficked anyone, and that people continue to broadcast and file false accusations, no matter how heinous and uncorroborated. And they say this is unfortunate, but Mr. Combs will not back down. He will fight for as long as necessary to win his full vindication. Whatever. I'm not buying it. But hey, they beat the RICO and sex trafficking charge. My headband goes off to them for their partial victory. But I still don't like that fucking jury, and more is coming out, and we'll see. I am waiting for this sentencing date. What about y'all? How many years? Let's be realistic. Not how many years you want Diddy to get. Oh shit! Did we get another? We didn't get another. Super chat, did we? And I ain't get another super chat, did I? I think I saw another super chat, or was I tripping? Oh wow! What happened? No, hold up, y'all. All right, I had messed up something. Let's take a poll in the chat, y'all. How many? Not how many years you want Diddy to get. Oh, okay. Lord came through. Okay, yeah, and I just tried to click on it, and then it messed up. So let me try again. I hate this new. They got this new layout of the chat, y'all. It's annoying as fuck. But I'm a persevere. How many years do y'all think Biggie? How many years do y'all think Diddy is going to get? Not how many do you want him to get? How many? I'm looking for your super chat, Lord. How many years, as I'm looking for the super chat, how many years do y'all think the judge is going to give Diddy? I want to see a poll. Like I said, this is not how many years you want him to get. How many do you think he will actually get? I hate this new layout, y'all. This is horrible. But put it in the chat. I'm anxious to see. Okay, here we go, Laura. I got you. Let's go, Laura. What the fuck? Why does it keep doing that? 2 to 5. Laura says 5, 2 to 5, 5 to 7, 8, 7 to 10, 7 to 10. So we see anywhere from 2 to 10. It's kind of like the range. Yep, I'm somewhere around 3 to 5. That's my guess. So we kind of all in similar. We're in similar. Okay, here we go. There we go. Thank you, Laura, for the $4.99 super chat, super sticker. Says happy Monday, Flo and Wake and Bake crew. Yes. Give me a $5 nickel. Give me a nickel bag. I might be able to give me a nickel bag one day. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, Laura. I appreciate it. And I see everybody chiming in. I see 7 to 10. I hope, 7 to 10 to me would be perfect. with all the shit we've been through. Lily said that this whole trial was a shit show for sure. But 7 to 10 would be ideal. In my mind, I'm guessing 3 to 5. Somebody said 2 to 7 or 2 to 5 or something. So we'll see. But hopefully it's closer to like 8. I would be actually happy with 8 to 10. Somebody SQ says 10 years. Terry Rose says 5 years. Yeah. Hey, look, I'm happy. Let me be honest with y'all. I'm happy from 5 to anywhere from 5. 5 is my minimum to be happy or to be satisfied. Anything less than 5, I'm gonna be like, this some bullshit. But I really honestly see it being less than 5, but we'll see. But if it's anything 5 or higher, I won't. I'll be cool with it with this raggedy ass jury that we got. Pam says I got PTSD from this case. I feel you, Pam. I'm with you. I feel your pain. Lily has made another good point. She's told Rachel, but we all in Lily and Rachel business right now. We eavesdropping. She said she told, hey y'all, I'm telling her business. Lily told Rachel she has no faith in the judicial system. Yeah, we in everybody business this morning. What else? Who else talking to people? It's clear victims don't get justice in our system. Y'all, it's a story. I didn't even want to cover. I didn't do this cover this story, but they do have, because I just didn't even want to go into how fucked up this system has been towards women and towards victims. But it's a pretty good story that talks about how the Me Too movement has been failed and the cases that they use where Johnny Depp. Matter of fact, let me go to it. I don't want to talk about it. It's too depressing. So I was like, I'm not covering that today. But it is a good article if y'all want to read it. It kind of breaks down how horrible the system has been. It's done by Fox News. It says Diddy, Johnny Depp, and Kevin Spacey's legal victories expose critical flaw in Me Too prosecution. If y'all want me to go over that, y'all would, but y'all can read that on your own if y'all want to. But I was gonna do that, but it's kind of like I didn't want to bring Monday. I didn't want to come into Monday talking about how horrible they are. We know they are, and it would have just made me more mad. So someone said you are just fine. Who fine? I'm fine. I'm just fine. All right. She said I'm fine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll be fine. Somebody said I like how you think. Thank you, thank you. This is just my natural thoughts. I don't say nothing that I don't believe. And a lot of times people get offended by some of the stuff I say, but I say this. At least you know I'm being straightforward every time I open my mouth. It's the only way I can be. I take heat for some shit I say, but I'm a big boy. I can handle it. As long Jay Nice. Hey, Jay Nice. Jay Nice says, bro, you don't have anything else with substance to talk about? Well, apparently, Jay Nice, it didn't take any substance to bring you here. So I'll continue to do what I'm doing. Whenever you need some substance, I don't know if that day will ever come, but like I said, it didn't take anything of substance, apparently, to get you in my chat at about 9 o'clock in the morning. So, Jay Nice, you right where the fuck you want to be, and I like it. Let's continue. It's just a comment. Hey, look, it's a comment. It's called being in conflict with yourself. You're here. You could be. There are 300 million channels and platforms you could be on, but you're here because you want to be here. but you're in conflict with yourself. You don't know how to just say, hey man, I appreciate the entertainment, I appreciate the show. You don't know how to say that. So you have to come in here with some type of troll statement, but you don't understand at the same time that you're trolling, you're making your ass look stupid. Because guess what? You're here. You could just take your little bitty crusty thumb and just do this and you'll be gone. But you don't want to do that because you love looking at the boy flow. You love the way the fro is flowing. You love the way the voice flows through your ear. You love the witty banter that I give you, and you have to tap in. So you can't troll me because the bottom line is you're here. And I'm cold with it. I'm cold with it. I'm the place where trolls come to die. A troll has never won in my chat. Because the minute you type in there, I won, bitch, it's 300 million other places you can be. But you're looking at the flow daddy, like I thought. Look, she said, I love being on the live. I'm from work. Hey, I love that you love the live. Who was that, Lord? Lord say, I love being on the live. I'm off from work. I'll be here all week. Yes, Lord. Let's get it, Lord. Lord off all week, y'all. Come on, Jay Nice, with your bitch ass. You picked the right one when you came in here, big dog. You thought your little substance comment was gonna do something till you found out, nigga, it didn't take no substance to get you here. So what you saying, baby? Apparently, it didn't take any substance to get you all up in through my chat. So if you want some substance, be somebody who it takes substance to entertain and educate. Obviously, it don't take much. By your own words. 9 a.m. crack of dawn, you ain't brushed your teeth yet, and you tuning into the Flow Show No Filter. Get out of conflict with yourself, baby. If you hear because you love it, go ahead and love. I know you wasn't hugged as a child. I know that. I can tell by the way you came in just straight negative. See, I was loved as a child. I have a family that loved me. I have friends that love me. I have a community that loves me. So I don't get, you'll never get like what did Drake say? I'm destined for the top, but you'll never get a rise out of me. I feel good, baby. So all I do is try to make everybody feel good. Even the miserable fucks like you, Jay Nice. I want everybody to feel good. That's why the trolls even tune into my show. I ain't mad. You know what I'm upset about? I get upset about victims who are being sexually assaulted and women who are coming up missing and all of that. I don't get upset about no troll coming in looking for attention. Baby, you got to go to one of the most goofy podcasters and YouTubers. I'm an intelligent man who was loved on from the time I came in the world. I ain't a good opponent for you, baby. Anyway, this asshole just made me think of an announcement that I've been wanting to tell y'all. I don't know if y'all remember during the the Diddy trial, I had posted about a missing woman. I posted about a missing woman, and I gotta find the. I hope I can find it. Long story short, the woman has been located, and the lady thanked me because my platform helped get this missing woman home. And I've been meaning to tell y'all this. So let me tell y'all how this happened. This is in the middle of the Diddy trial. See, this is what the trolls don't. They could never, like what they say, y'all could never. Trolls could never. All while I'm covering the Diddy case, I'm locating and bringing missing women home to their family. And I do this just like you breathe air. I don't even make a big deal about it. This is a few weeks ago, and I've been meaning to tell y'all this whole time. Thankful for Jay Nice's crusty thumbed ass for reminding me of how much I care and I impact. So anyway, check this out. This was from Benita. She hit me up on what was the date on this? This was June 8th. She sent me a picture. She said, "This is my niece. Her last known location was St. Lucie, Florida, and she was supposed to catch a bus from Florida to Atlanta, but she never did. And ever since that day, she disappeared. Her last contact with her mother was December 20th, 2024. We haven't heard from her since. If you can help us push her out, push her name out there and face, we would appreciate it. Her name is Hope Etney." And I immediately text back because I happened to see the DM. I said, "Okay, I'll post her tomorrow. If you don't see it, please remind me because I definitely want to bring awareness to this." And so I posted about it. I made a story about it. And next thing I know, this is July 1st. She says, "Good morning. We have gotten my niece safe and sound. Thank you for all your help. You really helped by pushing her name and face out." So I brought, and if you've been following me for a long time, I brought numerous women, teenage girls, and actually even babies. I've helped missing babies get return home. And so this made me feel good, y'all. So this happened. She reached out to me like June 5th, and through my platform and putting her story out there, she was found and returned and returned to her family after a couple years, apparently, on July 1st. So if you do remember that story, thank you for sharing it. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for helping me push that story out. And that was some good news I've been meaning to share with y'all since July 5th when she told me. So she is home. Hope is home, and a great thanks to the Flow community and Flow, of course, me for helping bring her home. But I told y'all, I've been doing that. I know that's my calling and my platform. That's why no matter what cases I am covering, you will always see me post about somebody missing. Because I don't know if I don't want to call it luck or just a gift that God has gave me with my platform, but I have really, I can't get everybody home, but I've had quite a few be located. Like I said, babies. I remember it was a story in Georgia. I can't remember her name now, but it was a teenage girl that was 14 that became missing out of school. And then I put so many viral videos about her. They end up returning her home. So like what I do is I turn up the heat. So if somebody's snatching somebody or holding somebody against their will, once I start posting about it, the heat gets so hot, a lot of times they return home. So thank you to the Flow community, and thank you for Jay Nice, bitch ass, for helping me remember to let y'all know about that because I have been forgetting to tell y'all that. I was really excited when I got that news. Anyway, let's go to Chris Brown. Chris Brown, I thought he might have got out of that situation he was just in, but it might not be, that little overseas assault stuff. Okay, I got a question. I'll take this question. Let's see. Can I ask Flo thoughts on Justin Bieber? He has new music released. Do you think he took a bribe, which is a continued career, hence why he hasn't witnessed a Diddy trial? Let me give you my honest answer. It may not be a technical. It may not be a bribe like we think of a bribe, but I think by him, they knew he could have dropped some serious bombs, and so by him agreeing not to drop bombs, which, like I said, is technically a bribe, but they know how to play word semantics, and they know how to uh, bribe without really bribing. And I think once he agreed he may have signed an NDA or may have signed something, or once he agreed not to talk, they were like, okay, well, now you're eligible for this deal. So I would say bribe, but I wouldn't think, I'm saying it's not the typical bribe like we would think of. They have a slick way of saying, like, if you know what's best, you can either talk. They won't say it in his words, but they say you can either talk and end your career, or you can stay quiet and continue a successful career. It's up to you. So I definitely think Desi, I definitely think him staying quiet uh helped get a lot of this new stuff that stuff that he got going on. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know for sure. This is just speculation, but that's how I feel. I definitely think him staying quiet is playing a role in all of his new music stuff. So to make it simple, bribe not in the traditional sense, but bribery, yes, some form of bribery, some form of you keep your mouth shut. We'll continue to blow you up or whatever. That's another thing. They talking about the tapes. I just don't believe. Okay, yep. Oh yeah, no problem, Desi. That was another thing after the case was over and I had a chance to think back on the Diddy case, y'all. Before I get to this Chris Brown stuff, um, we know there was way more found on them hard drives than what they exposed. That's another thing that make me look at this whole case like side eye. There was so much more evidence, on that hard drive. It's all weird. The whole case weird because, like, did they try to win it without exposing certain stuff and that cost them? Or was the whole case sabotage? I tend to think that it was so many other people, powerful people that they couldn't expose that were on them tapes that would have been even more damaging evidence that they had to just, it was almost like out of, let's just say 100% of that footage or the stuff that came from the hard drive, I imagine they probably only could have used 10 to 20% of it. And they worked with what they had. That's what I feel in my heart. I feel like if it wasn't a fix in and all these powerful people being protected who were on those tapes, and they could have used all of the footage and all of the evidence, I think it would have been a slam dunk case. But in my heart of hearts, I believe the powerful people sifted through that footage and that evidence and said, look, y'all can only y'all can only use this amount. Y'all can only use this amount of money. Oh wow, okay. Dang, y'all, I just got some money. Some unexpected money. Don't y'all love unexpected money? Like money you was not expecting. You had to look and see where it came from. So I didn't mean to get sidetracked, but shit. Y'all know how it is. That's like finding a $20 bill in your pocket from some jeans that you ain't wore in years. You be like, shit, I'm spending this $20 immediately. Like now. You know what I mean? Like I'm spending that shit like now. So shout out to me getting some. I told y'all I overspent this. I've been good on budgeting. I overspent this weekend, but it's not it's a good overspend. I had a great time, and it's nothing wrong with every now and then fucking up a little money because you overspend. We only live once, right? But I got some super chats from y'all, and then I just got some money. I don't even know where that came from. So I had to check where it came from. So, hey, I'm feeling good today. See, but I'm glad I overspent because it must have been God's way of saying, I know you overspent, Flo, But I got your back Monday morning, man, because you've been a good dude. You located a woman. You've been giving Diddy hell. And so to reward you, we got some super stickers from you from your loyal fans, and we're gonna drop a couple dollars in there that you didn't even fucking know about. So I'm feeling good, y'all. Where was I? Donovan Mitchell got engaged to Coco Jones. Sure did. Yes. Antoinette says God works in mysterious ways. Yeah, we did have a day. Yeah, we went in. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to go all into it. But one thing about me and Shauna, since we've been together, we gonna fucking date. We date. We do shit, and that's what I like about it. I like about what we have. Like more than anybody I've ever talked to in my life or been with, me and Shauna do shit and we have fun. And that's what I like. We always doing some shit. Whether it's something big or it's just some small little something, we always doing something. And that is cool as hell. And we always have fun. It's like no arguments, none of that shit. We don't let people stop our vibe. She positive like me. So we just keep it moving. And that's what I like. I don't like people who let every little thing ruin their night because that pisses me off. But anyway, um, Lily said that's how it should be. Thanks you for that statement. And yeah, I believe it should be. But so anyway, what the hell was I talking about? You know, unexpected money will throw your whole train of thought off, especially when you overspent and you like, I don't overspent this weekend. But what was I talking about? It was good. Okay, bribes. Yeah, we were talking about the bribes. And I said, I think it was a bribe. Is that where I was done at, y'all? Is it time to go to Chris Brown? Can we go to Chris Brown, y'all? Or Angie said the universe is blessing me. Yes, it is, y'all. Because I'm telling you, y'all, I love y'all is to have a community like y'all every morning to talk to and vent and answer questions. It just completes my life. Like I like it because like a lot of my listeners say this is therapeutic for them. And like I always tell y'all, it's therapeutic for me. It has opened me up in ways. Even Shauna will tell you. Ever since I started doing this podcast, I'm even more open in life. Like I'm more open with my son. I'm more open with her. I'm more open. Like, I don't know, y'all kind of open me up more. I mean, I've always been a straight shooter, but a lot of times I just wouldn't speak on shit. I would just keep it to myself, not for any apparent reason, really just because I didn't think it was valuable. It would be so valuable to other people. And now I've learned through this podcast is you have to share your thoughts. You never know what thought is valuable to somebody else. A lot of shit that I say, like I might have a show and I know where I'm making great points, but then it'll be something that I just talked about that I didn't think was anything important at all. And I'll get a DM on that, like, thank you for talking about this, or thank you for talking about your pet. And I just lost my pet. And I'll just be on here talking about, hey, we love our pets. Shout out your pets and all of that. And next thing I know, somebody DMing me about how they just lost their pet, after have, a dog after 15 years or whatever. And it's thanking me for talking about that. So it showed me that if it's on my mind, fucking say it, because you never know how valuable it is to the next person. And because of y'all done helped me do that more. So like I said, no matter what, how many times I tell y'all, this is, as much as y'all love it, I love it just as much. Maybe even more. So we're gonna keep rocking on this flow show. Can we go to Chris Brown? Y'all ready to go to the Chris Brown story? Or y'all got any more Diddy questions? Itty bitty Diddy. Because Chris Brown might be looking at some time with these new felonies, because they don't play overseas. So let me know. Yes, okay, Lily. Lily, first answer said yes. Let's go to this Chris Brown. Okay, good. No more Diddy. Good, good. No more Diddy. I'm glad. Yes, please. All right. So this is out of People's Magazine. Y'all know Chris Brown had some overseas assault, something that was going on. You know, we don't know if it's true. I don't think it is. I am a Chris Brown fan. Um, but it just be a lot going on. I don't know. So it was some overseas, some assault from a guy about a liquor bottle or something. And if you remember, Chris Brown was in prison. I mean, in jail. Then they bailed him out, and then they were saying that they cleared it, but apparently it's not cleared. So there you go, Melissa. Thank you, Melissa, for always. Melissa is our chat correspondent. She has the information immediately, and he hit a dude with a beer bottle, apparently, allegedly. We gotta say allegedly, Melissa, so we don't get in trouble. Sometimes I forget to say allegedly, but fuck them. Anyway, so let's get into this. So, but now we thought it was over with, but apparently there have been additional assault charges added. So let's get into it. Chris Brown pleads not guilty to additional assault charges in London court after alleged nightclub attack. The musician, who also pleaded not guilty to a charge of causing grievous bodily harm in London last month, will face trial in October 2026. That's far, ain't it? I wonder, is that right? Anyway, let's continue. Things you need to know. Chris Brown has pleaded not guilty to additional assault charges following an alleged nightclub attack. The R&B musician also pleaded not guilty to a charge of causing grievous bodily harm in London last month, and Brown is accused of attacking music producer Abe Dial at a London nightclub in 2023. Chris Brown also pled not guilty to additional assault charges following an alleged nightclub attack in 2023. So let's get into it. On Friday, July 11th, the R&B musician appeared at a Southwark Crown Court in London on Friday for his latest court hearing. In this court hearing, of course, I've already said he pled not guilty to two or more charges relating to the attack on this music producer named Abe Dial. So Abe Dial is the alleged victim in this case. And this happened at a nightclub, according to the BBC. According to that outlet, Chris Brown, age 36, said he is undeniably innocent. Prosecutors described the alleged incident as unprovoked. So we got two sides of the coin here. We got the prosecution saying Chris did the fuck out of this, and we got Chris Brown saying I didn't do shit. And that's where we are. So let's continue. While leaving the courtroom, Brown, who sported a tweed suit, I don't know what a tweed suit is. If you know what a tweed suit is, let me know in the chat, and I'll let the rest of the community know. Yeah, all these dudes out here running a fucking muck, and they all on Chris. It's crazy. So anyway, if you know what a tweed suit is, it's spelled TWEED. Let us know in the chat. But they said he had a tweed suit on with dark rimmed glasses and could be seen briefly waving at fans as he showed up and left. On June 20th, this is what happened. Chris Brown, if you remember, also pled not guilty to the other stuff. Now, on May 15th, People magazine confirmed that Brown was arrested by London's Metropolitan Police in Manchester, and this is when all the shit started. This is in England, and it was in connection to this Abe guy. During the arrest, they said, hey, a 36-year-old man was arrested at a hotel in Manchester shortly after 2 p.m. after 2 p.m. or 2 hours on Thursday, May 15th, on suspicion of grievous bodily harm, said the Metropolitan Police in a statement shared with People. As we know, he was later found like they said he wasn't going to get bond at first, and they ended up giving him bond. According to the BBC, Brown needed to pay $4.5 million of his bail immediately and had a week to pay off the remainder. Sheesh. How much? So his bail was $6.7 million. He paid 4.5 million, and then he had 2.2 million left, and he had a week to pay that. They is on Chris Brown's ass. No Diddy. They also instructed the courts to surrender his passport. Uh, wow. While awaiting trial, Brown hasn't been permitted to leave the UK and is unable to reach out to his accuser or visit the club. Now, wait a minute. He got to stay in UK forever? Let me read the rest of this. Hey, y'all, if y'all are familiar with this Chris Brown thing, as I'm getting through this article, are they saying he can't leave? He got to stay in the UK for another year? Because according to this article, the trial is until October 2026. So let us know what's up. Melissa, if you can see what's going on with that, does Chris Brown, is he gonna have to live in or stay in the UK all the way for another year or so? Wow. So he literally, yeah, Google that and find out. So Chris Brown is literally trapped in the UK until this trial is over. Is that what y'all telling me? I need y'all to look that up because I didn't have time to look that up. I'll have unless y'all can give me the official answer today, I'll have the official answer on tomorrow's show because that just threw me for a loop. I had no idea. I thought once he bailed out, he was free to go wherever the hell he wanted to go. But I don't know. Maybe we'll fly to UK for a concert if he had one over there. I don't know. But in a complaint, this guy is claiming that he suffered lacerations on his head. Look at Liddy said, "Don't you have tickets to see him?" Right. It's like this starting to hit home, y'all. So anyway, Abe, the producer, has said he suffered lacerations on his head and torn ligaments in his leg, in addition to permanent damage and severe emotional distress. A bottle of Don Julio 1942 tequila was reportedly used in the attack. So apparently, Melissa, they saying it was some Don Julio, which is a little bit stronger than beer. And actually, Don Julio is what we drink. You know, I'm not a heavy drinker, but when we drink, it's normally Don Julio or some form of tequila reposado. So apparently, allegedly, Chris Brown went on top dude's head with a Don Julio bottle. Prosecutor Hannah Nichols alleged that there was CCTV footage of Brown assaulting Abe. So they're saying they got footage of this attack. On Friday, June 27th, Abe requested that the civil suit be dismissed with prejudice per court documents from a Los Angeles County because of that, he can't refile the charge. But however, Brown still faces criminal charges as part of an ongoing UK criminal case. Jeez Louise. We got somebody in the community that got tickets to his that got tickets to see him. Okay, so Miss Sweet Tooth is saying he left the UK before with pending charges. And we gotta find this out. We think Chris Brown gotta stay in UK for like a year. They said until his court case. I thought when he bailed out, he was able to go wherever. So I gotta find that out. I didn't know he was stuck over there. They say he's considered a flight risk. Damn. So what about his tour? That's what everybody on here got tickets. That's what we're trying to find out. Yeah, we need to find that out, y'all. Like I said, if y'all find out during this chat, let me know. Somebody's saying he's stuck like Chuck. So we'll see. We'll see if he's stuck like Chuck. I'm gonna do some heavy research on that and give y'all all the details about that tomorrow. Matter of fact, let me put that in my notes right now. We were just talking about going to see Chris Brown. We might have to go to the UK. He might be performing in the UK for a year. So I'm gonna find that out. So let me see. Look up Chris Brown. Is Chris Brown stuck like Chuck? All right, so I'm gonna look that up, y'all. And so anyway, where we at? We about an hour and 5 minutes. We gotta get ready. So y'all, we will look up to see what the hell's going on with Chris Breezy. Okay, so it looks like he's able to continue his tour in the UK, is what people saying. But I'm gonna look that up. I'll get all the information, y'all. I appreciate everybody. Matter of fact, like I say again, go check out the Superman movie. I told y'all I was a big ass Superman fan. As a kid, I used to run around the house. I used to stuff a dry towel in the back of my collar and have it draped like a cape and be flying all over the fucking house. I was so obsessed. I didn't even know if I didn't even check to see if the towels was dirty or not. I just put them on. My mom be like, "Boy, if you gonna put a towel on, at least put a clean one on." And she'd rip that towel off of me, throw it in the washer, and then grab one out of the cupboard. And I'll put that new fluffy clean one on and fly, jump from the bed, do all type of shit. So I loved Superman. Even to this day, big Superman fan. And I didn't know Superman was a journalist. So me being a journalist and a huge Superman fan, I feel like I'm my own version of Superman because, like I just told y'all, I locate missing women and children on my day off. But during the day, I am covering shit and bringing it to y'all. So check out Superman. Tomorrow, I will have more information on this Chris Brown stuff. And hopefully, Diddy can keep his itty bitty Diddy to himself for 24 hours. And I don't have no nasty ass lawsuit or allegation to talk about tomorrow. We can just talk about some normal shit. Wake and Bake crew. Now that we know we got a lot of wake and bakers, feel free to wake and bake. Yeah, Flo no shirt, but does wear a cape. Sure do. And a headband most of the time. So thank y'all. Let's get the mouse in the chat. We at the new time. Please remind everybody so they don't be DM me like, what's up with the show? We 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. Flow Show No Filter. And of course, you can always catch us on Apple and Spotify 24/7. Also on Facebook 24/7. And Thursday's episode, I apologize. It didn't upload. That was the day that I lost my passport or left it in Kalahari and I had to go get it. And I don't know how the hell I forgot to upload a fucking podcast episode, but my bad for Apple and Spotify. You know I love y'all. So I uploaded it actually on Saturday. So if you missed an episode on Thursday on Apple and Spotify, look for it. I uploaded it on Saturday after one of my astute and caring and loving community members reminded me. They say, "Flo, you didn't upload the fucking Thursday episode. What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm uploading it now." So thank you, thank you, thank you. Angie says, "I'm out." Melody says, "I'm out." What other I'm out at? Melissa says, "I love tequila." Me too. Who else? Who else? We got some more I'm outs. Punk Rock Girl says, "I'm out." Melissa says, "I'm out." Lily says, "I'm out." I'm out. Where's C Tuck? Daisy says, "Good night and good day, all." I'm out. Puff Puff Pass. No Diddy. Angie says, "I'm out." Cindy says, "I'm out." Love y'all. Love y'all more. Laura dropping hella hearts. As always, I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow at the new time, 8:30 a.m. I love y'all. Oh, I ain't even see you, cuzzo. Anitra. Anitra says I'm out. Where you been at? Kathy says, I'm out, handsome. Thank you. I woke up like this, Kathy. For real. I love y'all, but I am out. See y'all tomorrow.